welcome to another Minute with Myers. I am Pastor Ed Myers, and I'm the pastor at Celebration Lutheran Church in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And so, on one of the banners we have in our sanctuary, it has these words: Celebrate the living presence of God's love. We do a lot of celebrating. It's in our name, but it's even in there on one of the banners where we worship, where we gather. And it's beautiful that it's on a banner when we worship because that is one of the places where we experience the living presence of God. But for a lot of our folks, they haven't been in our sanctuary lately because of the COVID virus and social distancing and sort of shelter in place rules. So for me, one of the greatest places that I've had the opportunity lately to experience God's presence and outside of our sanctuary and even outside of worship is through relationships. And especially for me right now, because it's the people I'm spending so much time with, is with family, with my kids, with my wife, to see God's presence and what God is doing through them. And that's worth celebrating, right? As a husband, as a dad, as a family man, that is worth celebrating. And so I think the challenge that I want to present to you today and the invitation is to find God's presence and look for God's presence in others, whether it's through a phone call or a quick chat or through someone you work with, even across digital means, to see God's presence and what they are contributing to the world because of what God is doing through them. So open your eyes, see God's presence, and like we say here, don't forget to celebrate it, right? Celebration of God's love and God's presence in our world. And I think that's my challenge and invitation to you today. Find it, find God's presence, find God's loving presence, and celebrate it. Amen.